This is Las Vegas Real Estate Now, where we bring you the 3 E's: educate, empower, and engage. I'm your host, Harvey Blankfeld, and we've been selling homes here in Southern Nevada since 1988. We're also very proud to be part of the Real Estate Radio Network. That is a national network of local real estate professionals delivering timely, balanced truths about local market conditions. And we also have with us Blake Johnson from the law office of Kurt A. Johnson, and he's an estate planning attorney. And Blake, welcome back.
Hey, thank you. Good to be back.
So glad to have you back. You know, there's a couple things I wanted to talk to you about. One of the things is that we often get asked when we close a deal, you know, how they hold title. And then we're often asked, what's the difference between can I just have a will? Isn't that enough?
Yeah, I actually got a call this morning about this where someone said, I put all my property in my will and, you know, I've got everything taken care of. It's like, okay, you may have listed in your will what you want to have happen, but a will is not a living document. It does not take effect until you die. Mm-hmm. So that will really has no power until you pass.
Right.
Whereas a trust is it is a living document, so it's called a living trust. So it can hold title. It's similar to a business entity. So you transfer title to this trust, and it owns the property. So when you die, there's not anything in your name, and there wouldn't be anything to go through probate court.
So you don't necessarily avoid probate when you only have a will. You don't necessarily avoid probate that way.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's a big misconception I deal with. You know, if it's something that has a pay on death account. Or, you know, if the title's held joint tenants with right of survivorship and only one of the joint tenants dies, then yes, it would pass without probate.
Okay.
But if it's, you know, both joint tenants die, then we'd have to go through probate if you have a will. The will just designates who gets your stuff. It doesn't, you know, avoid that probate process.
So you could still avoid the house being in probate, but other stuff might still get tied up in probate.
Correct.
If they weren't addressed properly through the trust.
Correct.
Like,
I have a question. When you have a business and you've got a partner, and you do the trust, can you do that with people that aren't part of your family? So if I die, my partner would possibly get the other part of the business. Something happens to me. Is that done through a trust as well?
You can do that through a trust. So you can name anyone as the beneficiary of your trust, and you can designate, you know, the business goes to this person, the bank accounts go to this person, and so on. But with the business, you probably want to have what we call a buy-sell agreement that says, the business is going to be bought out by the other partner, so that your heirs still get value for that.
Okay, good.
When a buyer buys, let's say they're going to take they already did the trust with you, mm-hmm. and they're going to put the home or the property they're going to buy, be it a rental or owner occupied. How should they hold title? Because I think that's one of the real thing that real estate agents ask all the time, or the buyer will ask the real estate agent, and then ultimately escrow. How should they hold title? Should it be the Darren Welsh Trust, or should it be Darren Welsh Trustee on behalf of the Darren Welsh Trust? Or how should it be titled? Does that make sense?
Yeah. So usually what we do is it would be Darren Welsh Trustee of Darren Welsh Trust, dated whatever date.
Okay.
So that way it's more clear. Just having the trust name already does help show that you have the trust, and but we want to be as specific as possible, so there's no question what trust it is, what it's related to. I just finished writing a book.
Oh yes, tell us about the book.
In middle of March. It's called "You Can't Take It With You." Mm-hmm. It's the 15 estate planning questions answered in plain English. So if you just want to know information, what do you really need an estate plan? How's it each apply to you?
That's so cool.
Give Harvey a call and we'll send you a free copy of that book.
Text either Blake or Book, either one, to me, and I'll put you in touch with Blake, and he'll get you a free copy of his new book.
You've been listening to Las Vegas Real Estate Now with host Harvey Blankfeld. Please tune in every Saturday at 11 a.m. right here on News Talk 720 KDWN.